Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugger and I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. Oops, didn't mean to shut down there. And we are continuing our trip. I turned the parking brake off already. Hopefully I haven't wasted too much time. Because I realized I tapped out of the game but I didn't pause it. And I've been out of the game for a little bit. So hopefully, because this is a rush delivery. Oh, I got high beams on. But we don't have too far to go. We stopped a little bit early by about, we'll say 10, 12, 13 kilometers. It's not too bad. It was a short episode. I understand that. But we shall persevere. Continue on, regardless of what happens, because I've already hard messed up this run. 10% damage to the truck, 2% damage to the trailer, because I was an idiot and wasn't paying attention when I pulled out into a busy intersection. Yeah. Not smart, me. Not smart at all. Is that a tunnel or like a ghost or something up there? Kind of looks like a tunnel. Or a town. Some kind. It's just some formation. Oh, it's a mermaid statue. Mermaid angelish statue. Oh well, either way, it was pretty cool. I like that. Let's try and stay on the road. I feel really bad for the guy that got involved in that whole paranautical activity thing with Gabe Newell and getting the game removed from Steam. Hopefully Steam will bring it back now that the guy has left. And, you know, I know he overreacted, but I don't think just immediately taking the game down was in Steam's best interest. They could have actually just demanded a public apology and actually maybe demanded that he step down or leave the company. Or they would remove the game because it's very popular. A lot of people have bought Paranautical Activity. And I know I'm coming across really late with all this, but this is when I've been recording, so I feel really, really bad that that happened. And he did the right thing. I think he was burned out. I think he'd been working too hard and too long, and that he was burned out, and things have been going, maybe poorly for him, and he blew up. And he said a lot of things that he regrets, and he owned up to it. He sold all his interest in the company that he was partnered with a couple other guys, and he left the company, and he has no more association with them, and hopes to protect those guys, and that Steam will continue to publish their games. So I'm just hoping Steam will allow Paranautical Activity back. I don't know if they have already or not, but I think it would be fair if they did, because the guy did the right thing. He's no longer with the company. The company should re-petition Steam to have it put up, I felt really bad for and I really actually like playing Paranautical Activity. It's been fully released. There's been a lot of updates to it recently, and I actually meant to bring them to you, but, it's kind of a little too late for that, I feel. Especially I'm just going to be like cranking on this and Binding of Isaac, personally. But there's more out there I'm going to do. There is more out there I'm going to do. I hope. But It is what it is, and I feel bad for the guy that things went the way they did. Because it was Steam that messed up first. It was Steam that messed up first. The game was officially released. It was no longer in beta. They dubbed it an official release. The game was fully out, and then Steam relabeled it as beta early access, and that was their mistake. But the guy completely, totally overreacted, obviously. And even Total Biscuit said he can't defend him, and it's true, you really can't, but I feel that Steam did not need to take the game down. They should have demanded an apology, and they should have demanded maybe demand that the guy step down from the company. I think that would have been more fitting than just pulling the game completely. If the guy didn't step down, then they could have pulled the game. But it's not how it happened. My nose has really been bothering me lately. It's really stuffy. Not like allergy kind either. Allergies usually cause runny nose. My nose has just been really stuffy. Hope I'm not coming down with a cold or something. Holy shit, I forgot to rest. Oh no! I just realized I didn't actually rest. I just stopped the recording, did a couple things, and I've been sitting there for a while. Oh, this is even worse than I thought. Shit. I gotta look at the map. Alright, there's a rest stop. There's a gas station, and all gas stations are rest stops. Watch this delivery be late on top of everything else. I looked over at my stamina meter and I was like, why am I still tired? And I realized I never stopped the game. I never hit the rest. I never hit escape. I never did anything like that. So I had just been sitting at that rest stop for about 20 minutes while I took care of a couple things. Oh. I have completely bungled this run. It's not like me to forget something like that. I don't know why I did. I guess it's just one of those things that happen. I guess my mind is on my move. I'm not going to be happy until everything's moved. And I'm trying to get it done in a very quick amount of time because it all lines up right now. I don't think I mentioned it, but this is basically how it goes. I have to make 3 separate moves to get where I'm going. From the station I'm currently in to the station that I can reach with the company, with the corporation known as Brave Little Toasters, I have to go from GE TAC 8, which is where I am, to Midori. And then I have to use a yeah, I did say this. I remember now. I did say then I have to go from Midori using Red Frog to Jita, and then from Jita to where I'm supposed to go in IR. But the thing is that I want to try and get everything in Jita by Tuesday, which means I have to get my shipment done by the end of Monday from GE to Midori. And then Tuesday I can have it shipped. Oh, I don't need gas. I need rest like a dummy. Oh man, I feel so dumb. Come on, come on, come on. The trailer's too long. Oh, don't give me the slow air pressure bullshit. Finally. Yeah, thank you. No, let's not crash again. Oops. Hopefully we have enough time to get there. 235 kilometers. How much time do we have? Oh, freaking 8 hours. Yeah, we'll make it. I can't believe I was that dumb. I mean, I've done some dumb things, and the last episode included that I, crashed into that car. I haven't said that enough. But to actually tab out of the game, forgetting to rest, and to pause the game, and end up needing to rest further down the road, man, that was just terrible. Anyways, as I was talking about earlier, I actually, I can do it. I can get all my stuff moved in time if, I mean, the holdup is basically if somebody in Brave Little Toasters takes the shipments. And there's 3 separate contracts. One of them is $1 billion ISK collateral. One of them is 250 million, and one of them is 150 million. Collateral is if something happens to the shipment, then I get paid for whatever went wrong. And it basically covers the loss of everything. So that's what I've aimed for, and I've set my collaterals fairly. I'm an anomaly when it comes to Eve. I don't try and screw people over. I don't try and cheat people. I don't spy. There's a lot of distrust in Eve, and that's why. Because everyone's used to getting scammed and screwed over, and I'm not. I'm not oversetting my amount for collateral. My ships are worth just shy of $1 billion ISK, and that's what's in there. So if I don't get my ships, if the freighter gets destroyed for whatever reason, or the jump freighter pilot tries to take my shipment, which is not unheard of, then I get paid. So I've enjoyed, I'm not too worried if something happens to it, but I would like it to get there when I wanted to. So I sent out a mail onto the mailing list for the jump freighter pilots, and I let them know the contract was there, and I said, hey, whoever takes this, you send me proof that you have the contracts, and I can add in some extra reward as long as it's done by the end of Monday, which is the end of tomorrow for me. So I'm hoping somebody will jump on that. It would be nice if everything got there in time. My decision to leave comes from the fact that one of the big power blocks has moved into a very close system to us, and there's kind of this whole thing around that they've been paid to evict Hero from its catch area, the sovereignty that it holds. But if they were going to do that, I really feel like they'd have already done it. I think they're just playing around, having fun. They're not doing it seriously, or they might do it seriously later. Who knows? There are tons of reasons why they could be doing what they're doing. They could be doing it to just for content. They want to come and have fun fights. They could be doing it just to be jerks. They could be doing it because they're trying to groom Hero for whatever reason. All kinds of things that could be going on, but I just don't want to deal with Pandemic Legion. I just don't. It's not fun to deal with a corporation that every time they get on the verge of losing, drops a whole bunch of ships that the corporation I'm with has no chance to fight against. We have no hope. I don't mind losing to them in, decent or fair fights. But I do mind not being able to fight back in terms of when they're like, okay, we're getting close to losing, or all right, we've toyed with them enough. Bring in our super carriers. Just not something I want to deal with. Not something I want to put up with. And I'm just leaving. End of story, It was actually kind of a tough climb right there. That's not to say that I won't go back to Brave someday. I might. Anything's possible. I might look to another PvP core in the future. I might, who knows? I might look to a wormhole core. It's the only thing I haven't experienced in EVE is being part of a wormhole core. I've done low sec, high sec, and null sec. So that only leaves wormhole space. But I don't feel like I'm skilled enough to be in wormhole space right now. Not strong enough. I got a good scanning ship, but I need more. So that's really what I'm working on. Right now, the way I have things set up, my main account is PvP, working in mostly guns with medium and light drones. My second account is more PvE focused, working with, can use guns somewhat, but is mostly drone focused. My second account has very strong drone skills, and is basically polishing off some of them, polishing off the drone skills, pushing all my drone skills to 4, and the ones that need to be to level 5 will be pushed to 5, and I will be able to use Tech 2, the highest normal tier of drones across the board by the time I'm done, and it's going to take about 45 days to do it. And my third account is my salvager. She's my my leader. She's gonna have leadership skills. She already has leadership 5. I'm gonna be looking to do wing command 5, fleet command. She's gonna be my full-on leader. She could already do an orca fairly well. I'm also going to be looking to do like maybe command ships and larger, like maybe a Oracle or something like that. And then finally, well, yeah, that's it. Oh, she also will be my planetary interaction and scanning, what I call my sight running character. There are sites that spawn, some of them, you know, called data sites, some of them called relic, and she's going to basically run the sites. So she has strong scanning skills already. She has good hacking and archaeology skills. And then in about 4 days, she's going to start her planetary interaction training. And once all my planetary interaction stuff is pushed to 4, then I'm going to start on finishing up her leadership stuff, spaceship command, because I'm considering, mind you, making her a freighter pilot. She'll be able to fly freighters and jump freighters, but I'm also considering a 4th account that will be a freighter pilot. But don't don't quote me on that one, because that's an investment I'm not sure I'm willing to get into right now. I'm already paying for 3 accounts. I don't know if I want to pay for a 4th one. Yeah, but we're almost... I'm sorry I'm talking about Evil Odd. It's just really what's been occupying me. It's why I haven't been busy, because I've been, tossing this around and paying closer attention to Eve and doing things in Eve and trying to be more active in Hero and see if it's just me being melancholy or if I really did want to get out. So that's where I've been focusing right now. But now that I made my decision, I can put my gameplay back on track and my YouTube channel back on track. And now if just my internet service provider would put their IP and bandwidth back on track. They supposedly got a new circuit, and it supposedly is supposed to have come online by Friday. Well, I'm still getting the same crappy speeds. So I want to call them up and find out what the hell is going on. Why hasn't it been fixed? So they'll be getting a call from me tomorrow. Really shouldn't go this fast. We're going downhill winding and we're not that far out from our destination. And then we can see just how much we end up losing. We were at somewhere around 177,000. So anything at around 177,000 or more means it comes out okay. I thought I was going to have to shift lanes, but that actually looks like a rotary up there. My frame rate. My poor frame rate. I didn't do the brake in this video because I really don't feel like I've had to. I've been running at a pretty smooth frame rate up until this point. Plus it's short, so it shouldn't be that bad. This one's a little bit longer at 20, almost 24 minutes now. Now the frame rate is suffering, so... You gotta be kidding me. Hey. God. You know, just add a little insult to injury at the end there. Just add a little insult to injury by messing that last part up. So this last part's probably going to get out of sync a little bit. I may do a break just to try and resync the final part up, as kind of silly as that may sound. Let's see if we can at least get it into the spot reasonably well. Oh, no, too far. good enough. It looks crappy, but it's there. So we didn't lose too much. So, anyways, we're up to 184. So, hopefully after the repairs, which the garage is right there, it won't be too bad. That's not a huge increase, though. Went from 177 to 184. That's, my lights have been on. That's only, it's only about a 7,000 euro increase. So yeah, not the greatest profit in the world. And we didn't level, which really sucks. But our truck needs to be fixed. To the tune of 9,000. So this trip was a bust. And we actually lost money because I'm an idiot. We are down by around 2,500. Not good. Not good at all. Let's rest and see where we end up. Alright. We've got ground to make up. So let's see how bad it is. That's a distance right there. Land distance is over 1,000. Same thing, but that goes here. And this one goes here. The thing is that this is 17,804. Yeah, we're going to end up taking this one. I wanted to take this one because it's fragile, it's ADR, and it's an important versus this one, which is just fragile and ADR. But this one pays significantly more and actually travels slightly less distance. So that's the better deal. So alright folks, that's going to be me done for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, this is going to be One Big Bugger signing out. And I'll see you then.